Good morning, and welcome to Redeemer Lutheran Church. I'm Pastor Gary Lodeholt. There's one question I love to ask the confirmation students, and it never fails to result in a debate and some good discussion. I'll ask them, which is more important, Christmas or Easter? Usually we'll have a pretty strong contingent espousing Christmas as the most important, and a few who adhere to Easter. When I ask them why they believe Christmas is more important, they usually make the point that for Jesus to do all that he did, he had to be born. Those who argue for Easter point out that Easter is the key event in our salvation and the very foundation of our faith. Now, lots of questions I ask don't have one definitive answer, but this one does. And I have to tell you, the Easter crowd is right. Christmas is nice and bucolic, peaceful and serene, but we are an Easter people with an Easter faith. Christmas is important only in how it relates to Easter. Nevertheless, Christmas is important, and we are called to celebrate it with joy. In fact, I think the way we celebrate Christmas today means that we have lost part of the joy we are supposed to feel. Maybe you have noticed, like I do, that radio stations began to play Christmas music sometime in November, and stores put out their Christmas merchandise as soon as they take Halloween down. And then on December 26th, it's back to regular radio programming. The decorations are down, and it's on to the next holiday in the stores. But that's not the way Christmas is meant to be celebrated. The time now is the time of Advent, the time of anticipation, the time of wondering and pondering our need for a Savior and the gift of Jesus. However, that's not what we do in these days leading to Christmas. Instead, we have parties and joyous times, and then take our Christmas trees and other decorations down on Christmas afternoon. By rushing the celebration and forgoing the mystery, I think we shortchange Christmas and miss the depth of what God is doing. The way it's supposed to be done is that we spend this time of Advent looking forward and anticipating. And then when Christmas comes, we erupt into 12 days of exuberant celebrating. Imagine a party that goes on for 12 days. That's how important Christmas is. That's how much joy Christmas is supposed to bring. That's how we're supposed to celebrate Christmas. It's become obvious in my neighborhood. Nan and I leave our outside decorations up for all 12 days of Christmas, and at that point we are pretty much the only people in our neighborhood still decorated. Too soon our society moves on and forsakes the joy. Maybe we use the word a little cavalierly as well. The word Christmas actually comes from two words being put together: Christ Mass. Until about 500 years ago, there was only the Roman Catholic Church, and they call their worship services a Mass. So the celebration of the birth of Christ was called the Christ Mass. Christmas was celebrated in worship. And now back to the question I asked those confirmation students. You see, every Sunday is considered a little celebration of Easter. Every Sunday, we remind ourselves of the good news of what Christ has done to save us. Even on Christmas, we celebrate Easter. Thanks for watching, and remember to let this day belong to God.